Because what they finding on TV is destroying them.
Yeah, I understand. I completely understand. How do you say that he's saying that he's just driving into it? Absolutely.
And that's another thing we need to touch on, the fiber of the family. Why the families are being broken up.
But you know what, Christian, because you have the privilege and the grace of God to that will become absolutely
Come on, read.
But you know what, there's a lot of
for whoremongers, for them that defile themselves with mankind, for man-stealers, for liars, for perjured persons, and if there be any other thing that is contrary to sound doctrine.
Says what?
And if there be any other thing that is contrary to sound doctrine.
So the law is for those who are contrary to this Bible, contrary to the words. Those are the ones who are outside and choose to follow an alternative lifestyle.
You know what I mean? We don't follow Sunday worship.
When all you need is this Bible.
We can't call ourselves Christians because that's what people correlate Christianity.
That's all we need. We don't have to follow this world. Because, check this out. If you follow the multitude, you know you're doing something wrong. Because where the crowd is, that's where Satan is. And this earth has taught you to follow the crowd. Get me Matthew 17, 7 and 13. And get me 1 John 2 and 15.
We just want to, we promote the commandments a lot more than a lot of your...
You think you cool if you follow in the majority, when it should not be like that.
We feel like it's
if everybody is doing it, know that something is wrong.
Last days, as you and I know. And Satan...
Know that something is wrong if everybody is doing it.
Absolutely.
Matthew 7 and 13, read.
Onslaught. You know what onslaught is? Absolutely.
Sorry, yes.
I'm going to top. I mean, it's released. Absolutely. Right now, as we speak, the heavens, Illuminati and all that, healing gloom and all that.
St. Matthew, chapter 7, verse 13. Enter ye in at the straight gate.
Christ said, enter at the straight gate. What is that? That's that path that many people will not follow. Read.
For wide is the gate.
For wide is the gate.
And broad is the way that leadeth to destruction.
Broad is the way that leadeth to destruction. So if the crowd is doing it, know that that's the way to destruction. When the right path, only a few will find that path. Only a few.
I don't try to, get all in that, man.
But the broad
That just brings division.
is the way that leads to destruction. So where everybody is doing it, know that that's your ticket to hell. That's the quickest way to hell. Following the majority. Doing what the world is doing.
That's what I told, what's his name, Shabbat.
Read it again.
St. Matthew, chapter 7, verse 13. Enter ye in the straight gate, for wide is the gate, and broad is the way that leadeth to destruction, and many there be which go to therein.
And what?
And many be which go in thereat.
So broad is the way that leads to destruction, and many are in that path. So what side are you on? Are you following the majority? Because if you follow the majority, as I said, know that that's the path to hell. I'm going to get more on that. Because people feel if they're not doing what the world is doing, they're not going to be loved. Well, you know what? That's the truth. Because with following Christ, only a small amount of people will actually do that. Only a few. The Bible says many are called but few are chosen. This world to come is not for everybody. This world which was created now was. But the world to come, not everybody's going to make it. So what side are you going to be on? The broad that's going to lead to destruction, or the straight gate, which leads to life? Where will you be at in the end? I want to get the same thing in the Apocrypha.
I say you a Christian, and I lived in rejoicing. And he's like that.
Chapter.
The spirit of this Christ out. The spirit of this Christ out.
Before I go into this book, this is the Apocrypha. For those who are listening, 14 books that were taken out of the King James Version Bible in 1828.
My testimony never get
where it speaks of the same thing Christ spoke about following that multitude, following that majority. And I made a statement. Those who are following the crowd know that you're doing something wrong. Let me give some few examples. Everybody is celebrating Christmas, right? You're following the crowd. Christ was not born December 25th. So what are you doing? Christ was not born on December 25th. So who are you following on Christmas? The world does this. Everybody celebrates Christmas. And here it is, we will tell Christians that it's not Christ's birthday. They'll admit and say, yeah, we know that. So why are you doing it? You want to know why? It's because the world is doing it. Everybody in Sunday church. The world is doing it. When nowhere in the Bible that backs up Sunday worship. The whole world following Easter. When bunny rabbits don't lay eggs. So everybody is doing this thing where the world is a part of it. And once you come out of that programming, your family starts to look at you like you crazy, or you in a cult. That's the first thing they say, oh, you in a cult. Well, guess what? You've all been born into a cult. You following Christmas, that's of Satan. You following Easter, that's of Satan. You in church on Sunday, that's of Satan. It's all opposite of the Bible. And look, check this out. If you think I'm wrong, then prove it. Show me in the Bible where Christ was born December 25th. And you can get your rent paid. And I'll buy you a Christmas tree. But it has to come out that same Bible where you found your Jesus at. If you found Jesus in the Bible, you must have found Christmas attached to him. You must have found Easter attached to him. But once you start to ask questions, and you find the answers, then you can come out of your programming. So if you still celebrate Christmas, you a slave, you brainwashed. You still doing Easter, you a slave, you brainwashed. So it's time to wake you up. That's how we out here. Read that scripture out the Apocrypha.
Second Esdras, chapter 7, verse 7. The entrance thereof is narrow.
That entrance, that path to righteousness is narrow. So let me make that clear. That entrance to the path of righteousness or to the kingdom is narrow. Understand that. Read.
And is set in dangerous place to fall, like as if it there were a fire on the right hand, and on the left a deep water, and one only path between them both.
And what?
And one only path between them both, even between the fire and the water, so small that there could but one man go there at once.
Read that again.
And so small that they could but one man go there at once.
So that narrow straight path that Christ spoke about It's so small that only one man can go at a time. Showing that the majority of the world must be doing something wrong if you're all doing the same thing. Give me chapter 8, verse 1.
Second Esdras, chapter 8, verse 1. And he answered me, saying, the Most High hath made this world for many.
So check this out. This world we living in, which is under Satan's authority, USA, this world is made for everyone. We all here. This world right here, this kingdom, everybody's taking part of it. Currently. Everyone is a part of this world right now. Read.
But for the world to come.
But what?
But for the world to come.
So that kingdom that Christ is coming back with. Read.
For few.
For who?
For few.
It's for a few. That kingdom to come, like I said, is only for a few. It's not going to be everybody kingdom like they like to ascribe people to. First of all, we going to be ruling that kingdom. I'm talking about the real children of Israel. That's our kingdom coming. But still, not all Israel going to make it in. So understand that the world to come is not for everybody. Why? Because you want to attach yourself to this world. So once you detach from this world spiritually first, and you seek the world to come, you may have a chance. But what have many of us done? We take hold on this kingdom, this slavery. Read.
I will tell thee the similitude, Esdras, as when thou asked the earth, and it shall say unto thee, that is giveth much mold, whereof earthen vessels are made, but little dust that gold cometh of. Even so is the course of this present world. There be many created.
So there's many who are created. Read.
But few shall be saved.
But who?
But few shall be saved.
No, everybody.
But few shall be saved.
Only a few gonna make it. And who are those few? Matthew 24, where it says those who endure to the end will be saved. Those who persevere. Those who are steadfast in the faith. And those who don't waver. One minute you want this world, next minute you want the world to come. Get me Revelation 3 and 15.
Like, I don't know much about it.
Got First John.
Points, you know what I'm saying? But even you did a couple joints and there's still people that they're in the group. No, well, they raise you. They don't let you go to like the meeting department. They don't let you go to the education until you get to the meeting. So technically they can't. But they got.
So listen, we have to get our lives correct, man.
They gotta like they call it step the line down.
We need to get our life correct. And I'm talking about everybody, all of us. And yeah, we understand we all come short of the glory. And our righteousness is as a filthy rag. But that does not mean you should just live in your sin. You should actually try to be perfect, because it's possible. Yeah, we know nobody is perfect, but it is attainable. It's possible. That's if you try. Don't just stay complacent and be bondage to your sin. At least try to do right. Keep the commandments. That's all you have to do. That's the whole duty of man. Keep the commandments. Don't kill nobody. Don't steal. And a lot of y'all don't do that already. Goes to show it's not that difficult. But this is what you should make your life. This should be an everyday task. Just open the Bible and search the scriptures. And you may have a chance. But it's still worth it. 1 John 2 and 15.
1 John chapter 2 verse 15. Love not the world,
What?
Love not the world.
Do what?
Love not the world.
The Bible said don't love this world. Love not the world. Why?
Neither the things that are in the world. If any man love the world,
If you love this world, you love the fast life, you love chasing money, you love you think you're gonna make it in this world. Read.
the love of the Father is not in him.
That means if you love in this world, you don't love the Father, because you're worried about what you got now, and you're not worried about what's to come. So your mind is far from what the Most High wants from you. So don't love this world. Ain't nothing good in this world. America especially. There's nothing good in America. I don't care how much you want to love it. And nothing will ever change. I don't care how many black presidents you put in America. It's not going to undo what has been done. Or was prophesied to come. So don't think we made it because we got a black man sitting in office. Because if he was for you, he'll be down here with you, suffering the way you suffer. Or at least pleading for your cause, the way Malcolm X did. And Martin Luther King and all the other powerful brothers. They don't be up sitting in a seat in a country that's about to fall, make you think you made it. Are you kidding me? And what better thing it is to put a black man in the office of a country that's about to fall? Ain't that something? At the end of the empire, put a black man there. Ain't that something? You feel like you made it. Read.
All that is in the world,
Everything in this world is what?
the lust of the flesh.
The lust of the flesh. Everybody just I'm thinking to get a quickie like me, I like to play. Lust of the flesh. You like to fulfill your lust for that one moment. To what avail? That's all that's in this world. That's what they teach, the lust of the flesh. When the scriptures say, those living in the flesh, you cannot please the Father. How you going to please the Father living in the flesh? When you say worship Him in spirit and truth. So that's all this world teaches you, the lust of the flesh. What else? Read.
And the lust of the eyes.
And the what?
And the lust of the eyes.
The lust of the eyes. They teach you the covet. They give you all these different advertisements. And what you do, you spend your money to get that. Oh wow, look at how nice that car is. I want that. What you gonna do to get it? The lust of the eyes. Read.
And the pride of life.
And what?
And the pride of life.
And the pride of life. Oh yeah, I got it all. I'm good. I'm blessed. I ain't worried about nothing. I'm good. I love my life. I don't need nothing else. Don't you know you a slave? Don't you know that? Don't you know you still miserable because your rent is still backed up? Give me that. Nation, right?
I gave it like a
It's not of the Father.
All them things, the lust of the flesh, lust of the eyes, and the pride of life, they are not of the Father. But what is it of?
But it's of the world.
It's of this world. Job chapter 9 verse 24. The earth has been given to the hands of the wicked. So you are all following Satan's principles and his way of life. Y'all all have taken the image of the beast, his likeness, his characteristics, when you ascribe yourself to this world. Satan can give you blessings as well if you do what he wants you to do. Like I stated before, he showed Christ the world, and he said, you can have this kingdom if you bow down to me. Number one, what does that show you? Satan owns these kingdoms. What else does it show you? You can get your blessings if you sell your soul to Satan. And it don't have to be physical. All you have to do is ascribe yourself to this world. And you already got it. You already sold out. When this world is nothing. This world is nothing. What's going to happen to this world? Read.
And the world passeth away.
And what?
And the world passeth away.
This world going to pass away, and our kingdom is coming. So what are you waiting for? The kingdom to come? Or are you waiting to make it in this kingdom? Because listen, it's not going to happen. I'm sorry, but all the dreams that our people so-called have, it's impossible. All your so-called goals. Because you will still be in debt. You will still be a slave. You will still be miserable. And I have to break it down like this because you pass the line and say everything will be okay. So I know this don't sound like it's good for your heart or whatever the case may be. You feel like, oh, why are you speaking like this? Tell me some love. This is love. The truth is love. But even though we will go through all this, there's a way out. But a lot of you are ignoring it. Revelation 3 and 15.
Revelation chapter 3, verse 15. I know thy works, that thou art neither cold nor hot.
So Christ said he know your works. And what?
I would thou wert cold or hot.
Read from the top again.
Revelation chapter 3, verse 15. I know thy works, that thou art neither cold nor hot.
So Christ said he know your works. You neither cold nor hot. Read.
I would thou wert cold or hot.
He would rather you be cold or hot. Either one or the other. Read.
So then, because thou art lukewarm,
because you lukewarm, you in between, you don't know what you want, you wavering. Read.
And neither cold nor hot.
So Christ said, since you're lukewarm and you neither cold nor hot, what happened to that individual?
I will spew thee out of my mouth.
You will get spewed out of his mouth. Nobody likes to drink lukewarm water. Either you want it hot or cold. So if you lukewarm, if you're in between, and you wavering, you will get spewed out. Read.
Because thou sayest, I am rich, and increase with good.
Oh yeah, I got it all. Goes back to that pride of life. I'm rich and increase with good. I got a nice house. I got a beautiful woman. I got a nice car. I got it good. But since you claim you rich and you increased in goods, read.
I have need of nothing.
And you feel like you don't need nothing else, read.
And knowest not that thou art wretched.
You don't even know you're wretched. You're wretched. And what else?
And miserable.
And you're miserable. What else?
And poor.
All that money you got, you still poor. Where's your spirit? What else?
And blind.
And you blind. Because the truth is right there and you ignore it. And what else?
And naked. I counsel thee to buy of me gold tried in the fire, that thou mayest be rich, and white raiment, and thou mayest be clothed, and the shame of thy nakedness do not appear.
So Christ is looking for those who can make it through that fire, that tribulation. Then you will be known as rich. Not what you got on this earth. Not what you have on this earth, excuse me. So your substance that you like to hold on to will not be your righteousness. Because as I said before, and I love to make this statement, That house you living in, when you die, somebody else gonna live in it. So look to things more for your spirit, and not looking at your tangible things like your substances, because that's not gonna make you to the kingdom at all. Get me James 4:4. Read.
James 4:4. Ye adulterers and adulteresses, know ye not that the friendship of the world is enmity to God?
Don't you know that? The friendship of this world is enmity with God. You should know that. Looking at what's going on the earth today. Read.
Whosoever therefore will be a friend of the world,
whoever's a friend of this world,
is the enemy of God.
Is what?
Is the enemy of God.
God love everybody.
Whosoever therefore will be a friend of the world is the enemy of God.
So, if you are loving this world, you are the enemy of the Most High Himself. And you know what happens to His enemies. Get me Ezekiel 37. Give me Luke chapter 11. Hold that and get Jeremiah 17 and 4. I want to show y'all something real quick.